Hello everyone, welcome back to part 4 of the Ashes of Ariandel DLC for Dark Souls 3. If you've been following me since the beginning of this trip, thank you so much for watching, I really do appreciate it. Now let's get straight back to the action, immediately facing off with 3 followers, dispatch of the one with the torch real quick, and try to take out the follower with the shield and spear, which I do. And I decide to let the spear thrower just chill out, and I finally pull his aggro and dispatch of him pretty quick and get some follower armor, which is pretty cool. They got a little cool story behind them. I read about their their bigger guy archer's bow and arrows, and it's pretty cool. Find another follower with a torch here and take care of him real quick. I don't know why I didn't go up there. I know there's a little secret passageway there too, and I did not go up it. Kick away this follower's shield and get a front stab on him and take care of him real quick. I jump ahead because there's nothing really going on over there, and immediately come up to find 2 more followers, and this area is just covered with followers. Kinda surprised that it's only the followers in this general area, but you gotta be careful when there's these many hills, these many trees and such, because you never know when you're gonna run into another follower, like right here. Another torch one, but take care of him real fast. Find this Titanite chunk, which is always nice, saves plenty of souls when you get those. Get hit by the spear thrower and almost get lit up by the torch. Take care of him real quick and decide to run all the way to the top and get this follower right here. You're going to notice that there's going to be a fair amount of transitions here. It's mostly because there's going to be a lot of spots where there's not too much going on, whether it's just me shooting arrows at someone or not too much going on. Just like I said, just not too much going on. Right here, I almost get taken out, which would have been pretty upsetting for me to go. Thank God I didn't. I actually pulled it off here. Yeah, I've had a few close calls in this one. I'm surprised I did as good as I did. I thought for sure with the amount of times that I got caught, I'd be dead. Right here, got another follower and 2 followers moving around. I finally pulled the one with the shield. I was kind of wondering where he was going at first, then he finally drops down. Immediately just pushes the action and then stands right in front of me. I go for the kick and he surprises me with a shield block, and I was very noobish there. I should have just went for another shield kick. Went for another one there and messed it up. Rookie mistakes. And then instead of going after the torchbearer, I decided to go after the spear thrower. And he was not expecting me, but got a quick hit in, but then I took him out. Find the other torch carrier right over here, and immediately just run over, take him out, call it a day, find out there's a spear guy, and take him out too. So with this video, I just want to ask you guys a question. What is your favorite area of the Dark Souls? And you know what, why not least favorite area of Dark Souls? I'd have to say for my favorite area, excuse me, it's a little bit early, still kind of waking up here. For my favorite area, I have to say Anor Londo. Not the Dark Souls 3 version, the Dark Souls version. The Dark Souls version is pretty cool. A lot of mini bosses, a lot of monsters. Even leads to what is the painted world of this area, pretty much. Another painted world. And leads up to one of the best boss fights you'll ever have in the Dark Souls series. Least favorite, back to Dark Souls. It's everything that is in between the Chaos Witch boss fight and Bed of Chaos. The area really looks like it was just put in real fast, and just everything was copy paste inside. I mean, there's not a whole lot of enemies. I mean, you got your Taurus Demon, Capra Demon, you got your little statues, you got your squid monsters, and then you have the dragon feet. And then there's some bugs, but that's really about it. It's very, very ugly frame rate issues. And like I said, it really looks like they just copy paste monsters non-stop, because there's a spot where you literally see just like 6 or 8 Taurus demons, and it's like they're all packed up together pretty tight, and it's like, you know, you guys could have added a new demon or have a bigger Taurus demon, and then even right after that, then you face just a mass load of Capra demons, and it's just like, guys, did you forget to add something new here? And yeah, that's just kind of how it is. I mean, it's just an ugly area with the Ceaseless Discharge, which is an ugly boss, but he's cool in his own right. And yeah, he's not supposed to be a pretty boss, and I don't expect pretty bosses, but it's just a meh boss fight. Followed by another meh boss fight of the Pilgrim. Just really a remake of the reverse of the first tutorial boss, followed by with some new attacks. And probably the only highlight of the area is the freaking Caterpillar Demon, or whatever he's called. You know, like, he's meh boss area, but the boss himself is pretty cool. Everything that you can do to him and all that stuff, it's pretty cool. So I would forgive the area for giving us that boss fight, but then you get, excuse me, Bed of Chaos, and talk about one of the worst boss fights of the whole series. I mean, Jesus. Cool looking boss, absolutely ridiculous, annoying, and just because it really forces you to just go through the whole area over and over and over again. Especially if you're new and you're not, or you know, you're not properly equipped, because you have to hit him only, what, 3 times? And you're probably gonna die once after the first hit, die once after the second hit, and you're probably gonna die again trying to get to the third one until you finally make it all the way through. I mean, it's really luck if you make it to the third one. After you come back from dying. After the second one, because it's just a drop and you can't see where you need to go. So you gotta know. So it's just a bad boss fight in my opinion. Get a great boss fight with the Caterpillar Demon, but then another absolutely god-awful boss fight with the Bed of Chaos. So yeah, with that, we got more wolves coming our way, and dispatches them pretty quick. This one decides not to engage, and I decide to go ahead and give it a little nudge and immediately take it out. And yeah, so we're about to find 2 Vikings, and one of them carrying a bow. I tried to just poison arrow the one bow guy and pull the other with a regular bow. It doesn't really work out too well. So we're going to transition to the next spot where I actually go after another archer that I find. And we'll go ahead and get right to it. So this one is just a little bit up higher from where you fight the other 2 Vikings. and I immediately engaged with him. That was when I realized he had red eyes, so I was like, okay, gotta take him out as quickly as possible while he's still carrying it. And it does not work out. Immediately closes the distance on me, but luckily I get another backstab. Pull out the two-hander and just try to get it down as much as I possibly can. Realize I made a terrible mistake. Nearly die. I mean, like, look at that. Just a minor amount of health, and he still gets a few swings off. I mess up, pull out my bow, and it's just a whole mess right here of me making really bad mistakes. And I finally get the kill, saving my life, because I would have been pretty bummed out to make it all the way there. I get his hammer, which is pretty cool. I haven't tested it out yet, but we're going to go ahead and jump ahead again from where I finally successfully pull the first Viking. And takes a few swings at me. I quickly back up, immediately close the distance and get a hit off. Trying to make sure that the archer doesn't get involved on this fight, because this is a really tight area and don't need an archer shooting at me while I'm fighting this Viking. Luckily I get a backstab off. Two-hand my weapon. Decide to go for a heavy hit, see how much more damage I can do. Fair amount. Probably could have done more with the single. Try to get another backstab there, but wasn't able to. He does his little battle roar. He does his bigger swing. I get another backstab. And try to end it right here, which I successfully did. Get a heavy gem. Which, man, there's all sorts of gems in this one. It would have been cool to get a brand new one. Like a frost gem or something. Try to dodge roll through this arrow, and I just failed miserably. Immediately try to dodge roll through the next one, which I succeed, but then I get hit by the AoE right after. Thankfully he doesn't pull out any weapons, he just stands there with his bow, don't know why, and I take care of him pretty quick. Pick up the shard, drop down below, pick up the other shard, and I continue walking down the path. And I see the cavern right here. I was like, okay, well, cool, we found our next area. See a bunch of blood on the ground. And I could have hit this tree for a shortcut. I don't know why I didn't. But anyways, we go into the cavern. And as soon as we enter there, we go straight into the crypt. Immediately I notice there's a bunch of bugs. And it is time to play exterminator. I check my surroundings because anytime you enter a new area, especially with a big ceiling, you really need to check your surroundings. I thought he wasn't going to get pulled, and then I actually end up pulling almost the entire room, which was not my intention. But anyways, they all start going down like flies, pretty much. And immediately just take them all out. I notice there's two more over here. I gotta be careful because I remember at the beginning of the area there was the water monsters, the big ones that have that look like gargantuous spiders. And this is when I kind of realized I could just kind of walk right through it. And just constantly checking the surroundings. I notice that there's a ledge with an item on it, and I look around, and from my previous Dark Souls experience, I know for one thing, you do not go on a ledge with an item on it when there's a good large ceiling, and it leads to a really big drop, because that's why right there's a bug, and there's no need for him to get me. So I push him, get his attention, hit him with an arrow. He immediately spews these worms on me, which this is why you want to carry a torch on you at all times, just in case you run into an enemy, because you do not want that meter to fill up. It'll cause a mass amount of damage, and it sucks. So once I have this area covered, I run up and grab the item, and I notice that there is a lot of bugs in the general area. And I just know that I had to be safe about it. So I pull out my bow and I'm going to start shooting all these guys down. And we're going to go ahead and skip ahead to where I dropped down after taking out a few and realize that there was a lot more down here than expected. I get spewed on with the worms again, pull out my torch real quick, immediately just start going to town on all these bugs coming after me. Run low on stamina, which I didn't realize. And I didn't even realize that I actually went over the 70% weight limit. So I was dodge rolling pretty slow, got hit by the worms again, pulled out another torch. Like I said, this is why you always carry a torch on you. You never know when you're going to need to pull it out just to be safe. But yeah, with pulling the torch out, I completely did not realize that I was over the 70% weight limit, so I was kind of fat rolling. Which, let's face it, with wearing this kind of armor, I should be fat rolling anyways, but luckily, I'm not. Picked up Wilhelm's armor set, which was pretty cool. I thought he looked pretty cool. And then we go ahead and turn this handle right here. And we get this cutscene.
As ashes will be, ever seeking fire.
Alright, and with turning that, it is time to get out of this area and move back to the top. Decided to play it a little bit safe because this side had a mass amount of bugs. So what are the chances that this side is going to have a mass amount of bugs? For some odd reason, their wings are shaking non-stop. Don't know what's up with that, but hey, you know, seen worse in video games. And try to get this guy. He's just not letting me get a clear shot. And that was when I just kind of said, okay, you know what, we're just going to go ahead, close the gap, and tear apart all of these bugs left. I was going to try to pull him again with the bow, but he decides to charge in on me, and I take him out real quick. Come back to the center to grab some more items, but these bugs come out, and they're very aggressive. I decided to go ahead and say, okay, I'll be aggressive too. And took them both out without even realizing it in one swing. Got my blood gem. Woohoo. Pull out my bow and arrow again. Pull these guys real quick because, you know, you just gotta play it safe. You never know. Especially when you have as many souls as I do. Let's see. 105,000. Screen's pretty small, so I can hardly see it right now. Yeah, 105,000. You know, you don't want to lose that many. That's a good amount of shards that you can purchase and everything. I'm kind of sitting at the considered PvP limit of level 120 for competitive, so I'm just mostly using them to purchase more shards to upgrade all my armor, so I can always have something new to play. This one pulls aggro pretty strong, and I take care of him real quick. Down to my last flask, so I know I have to be real careful. Don't want to get hit too hard. This one spews the worms, and I'm not even close. Closes the distance, and I immediately take him out. And I check the ceilings, you know, because you never know when they're going to drop down. Realize it's more than likely safe, so I just start running over and taking out the rest of the bugs. With that being said, we're nearing the end of this video. Next is going to be a boss fight, which is pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and come back for the next one because the boss fight is pretty awesome. I thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Help me get out there as a YouTube channel, and I would genuinely appreciate it. Alright, with that being said, we're just going to continue going on until we make it to the very next bonfire. Thank you all again so much. Have a wonderful night. Take care.